be successful if the three of us are casting it in concert.
And my sword.
And my side.
You guys, I'm immediately using my thingy.
Your thingy? I thought you have two thingies.
Dude, is that really my spell attack bonus? I get my charisma plus my proficiency?
Yeah, you get your charisma plus your proficiency. See, here, look.
I thought that was just way too high.
Because that's mine. Because
I just thought that was too high for my character.
And you still have only an 18 charisma, if I remember right, isn't it?
Yeah, so mine's plus 7. I just thought that was too high for my character.
Yeah.
3 plus 4?
7. Can I give one of them advantage instead of rolling?
It doesn't work like that for casting a spell in this way.
It was worth it. It was worth asking.
It's going to be a group effort.
I started rolling, I can't try it out. We're all gonna stand in a triangle?
I will be using a 4th level spell slot for Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I guess so.
I don't care about that.
How the hell's your 9, 5? You have a 22 charisma? How's your 18? That's my charisma.
Right.
Yours over here, why's your a 9?
Shouldn't be. It should be a plus 8.
Plus 8? What?
It's supposed to be plus 3.
It's going to be the DC
Over
to
here.
beat this is going to be 10 plus the spell's level, and I'm assuming that since this is
I think it was
from
Daniel helped me with
a
mine.
plane of existence rather than a normal caster, it's already gonna be fairly high. So if we roll fairly high for this, so I would recommend casting it as a 4th level spell because it could increase our chances. You and I are the only two who can upcast. Cody's
I'm
gonna be
checking.
you can't upcast because it's a spell stored in your sword. Am I incorrect?
Correct. It is an item.
It does say I can cast a spell, I just don't have a spell slot.
Correct.
Right.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't upcast
No,
at all?
it's through the item. The
Oh.
item itself is what holds the spell.
Right.
So,
All at the same time, guys?
Hold on. First we need to know what we're rolling for, but secondly, I do have a question. Would this be considered, since he told us that he had detected outsider, just a flicker of it? Would this constitute enough to be able to be within the boundaries of what I would get a bonus to, or no?
no.
Okay, but I didn't want to check just to make sure.
And it wouldn't work that way anyway, considering Dispel Magic is only adding your ability score modifier.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. That's still pretty high.
Does anybody have any kind of anti-magic or something? We should ask this earlier.
Anti-magic? No, not quite yet. I do plan on taking anti-magic sphere at some point, but that's an 8th level spell.
Yeah, it is.
So.
All right. So,
He's ready.
He dies.
are you all ready?
I am ready.
Everybody at the same time?
It is the D20 plus your ability score modifier for your casting step.
Oh no, what am I doing? I'm so tired.
You don't roll all of them at once?
I'm so tired. I'm trying not to fall asleep and I'm doing all this.
I can't reach that one. Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to kick you.
Do you need
I'm
pizza?
fine. You have to wake him.
Were there any other? No, I think we're good.
Put your shoe.
All right.
Hold on. I believe one person.
Okay, I'm awake.
Is that what we need to do to start waking you up? Is drop shit?
Yeah.
Did you say you want pizza?
Pizza. It's not even funny.
That's nostalgic.
1,
Yes.
2, 3.
3.
Come on.
Oh, you got a natural 20.
She got natural 20. Very nice.
What is that?
Let me see.
Modify 20.
That's gonna help out the fuck
Right.
that we heard coming from the corner.
No. It's your ability modifier, not your spell attack bonus.
Oh, okay. So 17. Should I burn a lucky on it?
Well,
I'll live
Can
with
you, can you burn a lucky on mine?
No.
I can't.
How bad is yours?
You would not be able to burn a lucky on yours.
17.
14.
So
14?
You, like, blasted the door.
Cody?
13.
So,
7.
Take it or do it.
I'd say take it because she got a crit.
17.
Okay.
Natural
For a
20.
total of
Oh, it's plus.
25.
Yeah.
Your ability score modifier.
That's fine.
Standing around him in a triangle. As he holds his hand out, palm upwards. You all release the magic nullifying energy at the same time. Holding it as long as you possibly can, you watch as the ice starts to pull back down his arm. Before starting to aggressively creep back up.
I saw this coming.
We made it worse.
As the anti-magic pulses again, you watch as it starts to get pushed back down his arm again. There's a minute there where you watch as it battles back and forth. Before finally you watch as the blue energy starts to pull up from his palm, condensing almost like shards of ice being pulled directly out of his skin, where they start to spin in the air, solidifying themselves into what appears to be a very light blue pearl.
No one touch it. Give me just a moment. Detect and identify.
It's the same energy that you saw before.
Mm-hmm.
Still with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Still with a sense that it's searching for a focus.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see that it's contained.
Mm-hmm.
Barely,
Mm-hmm.
but it is contained.
Who wants that?
Okay.
Without touching it, I'll stick it in a pouch real
I would
quick.
say someone put it in a bottle or something.
I was gonna put it in one of my
They
one of
can't
my
embed
test
itself
tubes.
into me. I can hold it.
And so then we have a
Still,
metallic.
I'd
Do
be
we know
weary
that
about
for
that.
certain?
Now we
Yeah.
have a metallic.
I'm just gonna stick it in a pouch. I'm not taking from the group.
I would prefer it in one of my
Corrupted
one of my test
It,
tubes.
it's just one more barrier before it goes in another bag.
Yeah.
The first thing
Toss
I
it
said,
in
I
test
put
tube
in
and
one
then-
in my
I mean,
test
it's
tube.
Well,
better while
plan
they're
on-
arguing, you're gonna just slowly see it.
We're not arguing, but I plan on putting it in the test tube, and then placing it inside of my portable office.
You watch as you slide the test tube around it,
Mm-hmm.
that as soon as it makes contact with the ice, it starts to frost over the glass.
Cap it.
Being that close to it,
Mm-hmm.
you can still feel the abysmal cold that seems to start to seep into your bones. It's not like the magic is trying to transfer from it to you like you saw with him, but it's just the cold is so condensed that being close to it in any way literally feels like it's trying to freeze you.
Okay. I would like to identify this.
You gain the same information that you found so far.
Fair enough.
It is definitely condensed magic, very, very similar to the magic that you saw traveling through the Frostfell. That was all being pulled into the cocoon, but different, subtly different.
Okay. A different flavor.
Yes,
Same dish, different flavor.
correct.
Okay.
And it still has that, like a sense of potential that's looking for a focus. The same thing that you saw in his hand, almost as if like you had the feeling that if he knew what he was doing, he could have used it for something.
Mm-hmm.
It has that same sense that there's potential there.
We can embed it in something.
Or somebody's equipment.
But it lacks something to focus it.
I wonder if Dan could use it to replace his old one.
Or I could put it in my hand.
Or the tip of his scythe.
in my side.
Why would it go into your hand?
My unarmed strikes.
Okay. I thought you had a magic item that it could
No.
slot into. Okay.
Daniel does.
It's like a gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I collect all the condensed magic.
Not quite. Not quite. No.
I think the three of you are probably the best choices, and my armor should be a very far last option.
I disagree because I saw the look on James's face, and no one was close to what the intention was. No offense, but I read you sometimes. No.
That's
She has
fine.
a focus on her staff. You have a focus on your staff.
I do not have a focus on my staff.
I swear to God, there's a globe on the top of your staff.
There is a globe on the top.
That does not mean it's a focus.
Or it could be a component for the tower.
Or I could become an abominable.
I would
man.
like to thank the gentleman for his patience with us.
A corrupted
Yeah, how do you feel now, sir?
I feel better. I mean, I don't. While it didn't feel like there was anything wrong with me before, there's definitely a weight lifted off my shoulders that I don't have to worry about that again.
All of a sudden you age like a million years.
Would you mind if I
Kept
use
him alive.
Was it Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Is there any flat surface on a wall that I could potentially use for a moment?
Yes. If you step right back out into the hallway, you can use that wall right there. It's flat and empty.
All right, perfect. I'll go out in the hall, unfold my portable hole, and throw it against the wall.
All right.
No. Oh, are you gonna jump on the train with them? Is
There's
that what's happening?
there's not much that I can do, but for obvious reasons, I will continue to do research to the best of my ability. But give me a minute. And he walks out of the study, leaving you to your own devices for now.
I'm in my little portable office, trying to find a way to keep it in a container that it's not going to freeze over.
No, not metagaming. I'm joining George. Just to watch.
When you gathered enough of the supplies from the necromancer's, the archmage's room at the top of the tower, like a number of the small things that he had on the desk that now currently resides in your portable hole were things like there was a stand of metal, made out of metal wire for holding various vials,
Right.
like for potion making. There was another one, like I said, that was a contraption that held various lenses, like crystal lenses, used as a primitive form of a magnifying glass.
Yeah, we've used that before.
Correct.
For Balog's liquid.
Correct.
I'm sorry.
So yes, you have the set of wires that all end in loops that will hold a vial of the size that you're looking for. So,
Okay, yeah. So I'll put it into that, and I'll go ahead and start moving the crystalline lenses over to start trying to peer into it, see what I can see on the surface of it.
all right. He walks back into the study, and again, there's not much that I can do as far as to help you all, but I do not feel that I will need this again. But it is the last one that I have, so I gift it to you. And he holds out a potion. Please, it's the last one that I have, and if it finds some way to help you all, please take it.
You guys did it on me.
What is the potion of?
I think it's the life expanding one.
Yes, it is the last of the ones that I had that will.
You have the lowest
For some of you,
expectancy of all of them.
only very small amount, but it will, at least to some small degree, increase the longevity of your life.
Oh.
Give it to the dog.
Give it to the human.
Exactly, give it to the dog.
Yeah.
Or does it add to your constitution too? Because we can fight for this thing.
If it has the constitution,
If
the dog
you
would
two
also
are going to
still
start
like
fighting
it.
about this, especially since you're right now in my portable hole, I will leave you in there as a whole.
Calm ya dick. It was a joke. Ya dick.
What do we push
Tom Yedick?
to keep
If
him?
you're gonna
Yeah.
lock me in the portable
I didn't say you.
Okay, I was going.
I didn't say you.
Open my bag
You can go in there if you want.
Technically
wait, what
speaking,
would
you're not
happen?
able to walk into his portable hole.
Okay.
Walking into his portable hole with your bag of holding
That's what I'm
would.
saying. I'm saying if you're gonna lock me in there, I'll just.
Guys,
I would convince him to keep it so he has a chance to see his daughter. Because he's already old.
He actually has a point.
or we could hold it at the
He's
tower.
technically not. He's actually like in his mid-30s currently.
How about we hold it at the tower and don't use it?
That was one of the things that he told you in his story was he took like 4 of the potions at the same time to reduce his age to a point where he could actually go on the trip. And he, as of yet, does not know what the end result is because of that, but he can safely assume it's not good.
Or I can,
He would rather not attempt to take another one of those potions.
All jokes aside, we were making the jokes and stuff. I vote we keep it in the tower. It is not used on unless under the most dire of circumstances. What happens if we open this cocoon and this little girl's 98.9 years old?
Have you seen the movie Cocoon?
I have a similar theory. However, instead of only keeping it for a use in case of emergency, I would like to attempt to replicate it.
What if,
I concur.
What if going off what she said, we make a pool and throw the frozen girl in the pool, and we all stay young forever?
Well, we don't stay young forever unless the aliens take us.
Right.
Do that.
You just get to dance on your shattered hips a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I definitely concur with the researching of it.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he say that he made them? Or...
He would buy
No,
them.
he spent a large portion of his money.
Yeah.
He liquidated a lot to do this.
Researching them,
The long,
literally,
like,
but
white
I'm-
old women, like they spend all their money on like fortune tellers and like beauty creams. He basically just bought a bunch of beauty creams and
Effectively, yeah, that's yeah.
the divination and the life spending
Yeah.
spells. Yeah.
Did you have her in
Maybe
mind
it's
when you made
Maybelline. What's that?
him? Did you have her in mind when you made him?
The potion?
He's
I
right next to
had
you.
I had the human in the party in mind when like giving an extra one, but he was a human in the first place, so there was reasons for him to have to do this type of stuff.
Also, that tells me that this adventure will span us across multiple human lifetimes.
yeah. I don't even know that.
And